Hey there, my treasure hunters. Welcome to another video here on the channel. This video today is for those who are just starting out, okay? If you're more advanced, I suggest you don't watch this video, because here I'm going to cover the very basics. A lot of people asked for it. There are many people wanting to run the code, but they don't even know how to open that black screen, right? Which is the famous terminal. So today I'm going to teach you everything from scratch that you need to do to run the code. If you want, search the channel. There's another video that teaches you how to find Bitcoin without code, but obviously with the code it's much more efficient and greatly increases your chances of finding it. So today, we're going to teach you from scratch how you can run the code, okay? So let's go. Well, the first thing I want to teach you is how to open the terminal, because we're going to need it to run the code, okay? So I'm going to close this here. I'm using Windows 11, but it's the same on all Windows. You're going to click. Here is where you can type the program you want to open, and you're going to type the following letters. CMD. For command, C. It already gave me the command prompt. If you type CMD, it will open this program that comes pre-installed on Windows. You don't need to install anything, you just click on it, and it will open up for you here. The famous terminal. In the terminal now, I'm going to teach you some very basic commands that we need to know. The first command is dir. The dir shows me everything that's inside the folder I'm in, and the folder in this case, here it's the users folder under quart. Inside this folder I have a bunch of stuff. If I press dir and enter, it will show everything I have. And then in this case, inside that folder, I have a folder that I created called sarc. And now I want to enter that folder. To enter that folder, we're going to use the command cd. The command is written as cd space and then the name of the folder, which is src. Alright. You saw that it changed down here to users, not folder, under Quadro, and then under CRC. Now I'm inside the CRC folder. If I type dir again to see what's inside the CRC folder, you'll see there all the codes I've written. The BTC find, the GPU. The GPU is a new code that I'm working on. It's not ready yet. As soon as it's ready, I'll make a video. And the parallel, which is the last video I published, is the most efficient one for now. So, I have all the codes that I created here. And I'm going to create a new one to show you, because when you do this on your computers, you won't have any. To create a new one, I use the command md. If you want to remember, stands for make directory. But if you watch the video, the simple command is md, and then you give it a name you want. I'm going to name it BTC test. And then if I run the dir command again, it will show me there. The BTC test has just been created. It's the new folder that we're going to use to test our code, all right? Well, now we're going to do the following. You're going to click on a link for the code you want to run, right? Watch my videos. Each video has a link, okay? I'm going to choose the BTC optimized, which is the last one I made, and it's already published. If you click on the link in the video, you'll get to this site here. This here is the code's website, all right? Each of these here is a little file of the code. So we're going to click on this code button here, see? Blue. And we're going to choose download zip. It will download the code that I made available for you for free. And here I want to make a note, okay? I will never charge anything. I will never sell, of course, members club code, always. And you can write it down and take notes. Yes, everything on my channel will be free. If one day you see a profile of mine charging for something, it's a scam. Don't fall for it, okay? Everything I do will always be free, and this is just another example. You can access this code for free and click the download zip button. It will download the code to your computer. Once the code is downloaded, you will click Open File to open that file. So all the code will be right here on your computer, okay? So all you have to do is copy this code into that folder we created. To copy the code, we're going to do the following. We're going to open another window of Windows Explorer, okay? There's a shortcut which is Windows E, but you can also open it by clicking the little icon, whichever way you prefer. And here I have two folders open, one with code, and the other I need to go to that folder I created, right? If we go back to the terminal, we'll see down here exactly what is the path of the folder, okay? From the points, /users, /quart, /crc. And inside the CRC, we created the BTC test. So what are we going to do? We're going to come here, look. In our second window of Windows Explorer, we're going to click on C, which is how it starts. Then po users, quart. SRC, BTC test, and it's empty because I created the directory and didn't do anything. Then you just need to copy all the files you downloaded to there. All right, We downloaded the code, unzipped it, and copied it to the folder. Let's go back to the terminal. Here in the terminal now, if I type dir, I'll see all the codes, all the files of the code that I copied to this folder. Now all that's left is to run it, but to run it we need to install Node. And I'm going to teach you how to do this. It's really simple. This is the last step. After we install Node, we'll be able to run the code smoothly. To run Node, we're going to install a program called NVM. So I put, look, install NVM Windows, and you'll see that there's this option here, GitHub, Core Blutter NVM. All right, this is the option we're going to choose, NVM for Windows GitHub. It's going to open a GitHub page again. We're going to scroll until we get to where it says here, look, for Windows has an installer. So it means that it has an installer for Windows, and there's a little button here, download now, okay? You're going to click on download now. It will open a page that has the latest version along with what was used in the previous version, and that doesn't matter to us. Now we're going to scroll to where it says assets, which are the things we can download. From the latest version, we're going to choose the nvmsetup.exe. All right? It's not a virus, you can download it. So it's going to download an executable and you're going to install NVM on your computer, okay? After it downloads, you're going to click, you're going to install. I'm not going to do this on mine because I already have it installed, but it's just like installing any other program on Windows. You're going to install it. And after you install it, you restart your computer on Mac or Linux. You don't have to do this, but on Windows you need to do this. And then, when you restart, you're going to go back to the terminal again. Just a reminder, to enter the terminal, I type CMD. And now I'm going back to my folder, CD, BTC, test, dir. There are all my files, and now I'm going to test if it's working. I'm going to type NVM and hit enter. If it's working, you'll see here the manual on how to use NVM, okay? Now it's very simple. I'm going to teach you 2 NVM commands that you'll need. The first one is NVM list. It will list the versions of Node that you have on your computer. See? I have the version. You can use another version, but I recommend you use this version because it is the version I tested. The code is the version that I know works, okay? To install this version on your computer, you're going to run nvm install. And you're going to pass this version here as a parameter, 20.12.0. And then you just hit enter, and it will install, and it will take a few seconds, a few minutes. In my case, again, I already have it installed, so it said, this version is already installed. For you, this won't happen. So it's going to install Node version 20.12.0. And then after it installs, you can run the command Node and hit, see the enter? It's going to enter here in the Node console. If you did everything right and everything worked, to exit, just hold Ctrl and press C. And then press again. Ctrl C, it exits twice. Press Ctrl C, Ctrl C, and it will exit. If you click Node again, it will enter the Node console again. And finally, if everything went well, congratulations, you managed to install Node. The code is already here. Now we just need to run it. Let's go, let's run node main.js. And it won't work. Why? Because before we run it, we need to install the libraries. So, this is already covered in the other videos, but since we're doing this from scratch to the end, let's do this here as well. Before we run it, we need to run the command npm install to install all the libraries from my code, which in this case is 1 or 2. And here it will install, because since I created a new folder, it hasn't been installed for me yet. So this step-by-step will be exactly the same as yours. It's installing the library for the code now because I created a new folder, I didn't have it yet. And it will take a while too, a few seconds, a few minutes. And after it installs, it will say everything. Cute, no errors. Now yes, let's run node main, and our code is running. Now if you remember the last video, we tested the code with an easy wallet just to see if it was working, because this wallet, which is hard, can take years to find, or it depends on our luck, obviously, right? But if we find an easy wallet, it will find it in a matter of seconds. So what am I going to do? I'm going to open the code that I installed on the computer. First, I'm going to do Ctrl-C again to stop the code from running. And now I'm going to open it. The code, just open it in Windows Explorer. No, not in the download, pay attention. Open it. in the folder where we installed it. And I'm going to open the main.js file here, which is the main one I'm running. You can open it in Notepad or Visual Studio. I'm going to open it in Visual Studio because I have it here, but you can open it in any text editor. And here is the file where we set our configurations. What are they? It's the minimum, the maximum, and the wallet that we're looking for. So I'm going to the Puzzle website. I'm also going to leave that site in the description, and it's in the description of the other videos, okay? I'm not going to explain it here because I've already explained it in previous videos, so go check it out. But on Puzzle, I'm going to choose a really easy wallet, okay? Let's choose the 20-bit wallet here. 20 bits is relatively easy. What are we going to do? We're going to copy the minimum here. I don't need the maximum because there's no random strategy here, so I'm just going to copy the minimum. And I'm going to put it here where it says minimum. After the 0x, I leave the 0x. And I just change the minimum here, and I'm going to copy as well. I copy my public key here, my wallet, and I'm going to put it here where it says wallets. Don't forget to save. And now we're going to go back to the terminal, back to our folder, and we're going to run it again, node main.js, to see if everything worked out. If it worked, we're going to let it run, and soon we'll see the wallet. It will find it. A few seconds because we're looking for a really easy wallet. The hardest wallet takes longer, and it depends on luck. Since we're running an easy wallet here, it should find it in a matter of seconds. So let's wait here. I'm going to cut the video to make it a bit faster. And it found it. See, it found it here, D2C5. We can come here to the puzzle and check D2C5. Perfect. Our code is working from scratch. For those who don't know anything, installing everything, as you requested. Just a reminder that these wallets here don't belong to anyone. You look for hidden wallets, forgotten wallets, but that doesn't exist. You can't know if the person has abandoned the wallet. Sometimes it's been 10 years without touching the Bitcoin, but the guy is just waiting. And that's a crime. You're not supposed to use the code for that. Our code here is meant to be used for the puzzle. That, besides being legal, besides you won't have any problems with the police, with Interpol, with anything. If you find this money is yours. Nobody will say anything. Furthermore, it is much easier to find because the Bitcoin wallet has 256 bits. It is impossible to find. These wallets here, our next wallet that is to be found, all of these have already been found. The next one is 66 bits. It's very difficult, right? So far, no one has found it, but it's not impossible, okay? And this is what we're looking for now. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. And until next time,